Again to my charger real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so just FYI, before we get started with this, these diabolical, idiotic ass people who are trying to dictate anybody's success or to try to mess with their destiny, the earth is gonna get rid of you. And that's exactly. Let me plug this phone in real quick, y'all. Okay, there we go. All right. For some reason, my other phone, my iPhone, all of a sudden wouldn't let me go live. And it messed up my live stream that I did somehow. Don't nobody give a damn about, hey, let me tell you something. Whoever that is that's working down at YouTube, don't nobody give a damn about you doing what you're doing. That's you with a technological access to my channel. How many times have I had to come and say to y'all that uh I don't need a YouTube channel to manifest what the fuck I need? In fact, I've been thinking about getting off this fucking platform for a while. Is what I've been fucking thinking about for real. Because it's too much goddamn misogyny and hate on this goddamn platform, straight up and down. And it's too many fucking it's too many tard ass males on this platform. So I don't give a shit about you fucking with my channel or my live stream. You can't change shit. If that's what's going on. The earth is gonna get rid of these niggas. And whoever the fuck is whoever it is that is doing stuff like that, the earth is purging herself of you. And I can tell because my cycle this month is ultra extra heavy. God damn. My period came like a goddamn freight train, y'all. Like, god damn. Okay. So don't nobody give a damn about what y'all talking about. Let me delete all those other notifications real quick. Don't nobody give a damn about you retarded ass men out here trying to fucking sacrifice a woman and kids to Moloch. The woman is who has the authority. And no dumbass woman that's going along with your regime has any motherfucking authority. Those whores ain't got no fucking authority or power. So it doesn't fucking matter. You can't stop us from doing shit or getting any fucking thing. That is a fucking fact. Okay? You can't control nobody. You ain't got no power over no motherfucking body. You can't tell nobody what the fuck to do. You can't call nothing down. You can't do nothing. And what you're doing is teaching people that are watching you how to lose. And that's all they do is lose. You know, the actions that a lot of them are taking is codependency. It looks stupid. It lacks integrity and nobody respects you. Nobody. You have to focus on you. Trying to be somebody else, trying to carry on the identity of somebody else or be in somebody else's energy is not going to do it. And we know exactly what you're doing. We know exactly what the fuck you've been up to for the fucking longest. And it's stupid because everybody has their own individual shit. You can't focus on, now I will tell you that when you work a job to where you have coworkers, sometimes there is office politics that you may have to deal with. Okay. As a business owner, I don't have that issue because I don't work for one person. I know that there are a lot of very delusional people out here, like Spiritual Naima, Alexis, a few others who would like for y'all to believe that they just are the queens and we have to do what they say. I don't work for nobody on this website. I don't work for anybody. I work for God. God is my employer. Okay. Hecate is my employer. Santa Muerta is my employer. Okay. That's why I have a spirit team. That's why I work with many different deities because those are my employers. I'm not associated with any other so called wannabe fucking witch or alchemists on this fucking website. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these people are struggling and suffering. If they're not struggling and suffering financially, they will be soon, but they're struggling and suffering within their spirit because a lot of these people on this website, they wanted to pretend like they were the head people in charge. And it's like, no, when you're self employed, when you are an entrepreneur, you're doing that by yourself. Nobody else gets to take credit for the work that I fucking do. And a lot of them are mentally ill. Even if you are a witch for hire and you're running your own business, you can't compare yourself to others. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever it is that you're doing, you got to focus on you. You can't focus on what other people are doing because they are lying to people. They are lying to people. Those people are all struggling, and it is because they did not get any updated information because the moves that they began to make, spirit and God moved the goddamn goalpost. And they are not going to be blessed with the information. They're not. They're not going to be given anything because like I was saying, a lot of us that are out here doing, healings and stuff for people, we're doing that as individuals. I don't have a fucking employer. Ain't none of these, I'm not associated with any of these people. Okay. Now, if you work a job, that can be different because you're all under an employer, and hopefully your employer is not a sick, sadistic, narcissistic person. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I do for my clients. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole ward and working up there where I have clients that, when my clients are having certain things happening on their jobs, office politics and things of that nature, completely and totally blips all of that out to where it has no bearing. Everybody wants to be independent. Nobody really wants to work for other people, but depending on your employer, there's some people that have employers that are very narcissistic and diabolical. Okay. So, and people usually suffer for that. So if you guys are ever having that issue, you guys know where you can come to because, one thing that my mother taught me is that when you're working these jobs and stuff, and you have coworkers and shit, you have to go to work and do your job and stay uninvolved with people. And so I wish I would have done that. If you guys ever come out on YouTube doing anything, whether or not you're doing paid sponsorships or whatever, a lot of the people that are out here doing that, a lot of them choose to keep to themselves. They don't really do collaborations. If you notice, collaborations on YouTube has really all but stopped, except for in the food industry. Okay. Like, for example, Max the Meat Guy and Google Foods, you know what I'm saying? They doing it so big that they able to do collaborations. But I don't even think it's really about doing it big. I just think that it's about your mindset. So there's a lot of people that are able to collaborate and, you can do a live stream with them or a video with them and get together with them, and they not coming back to YouTube on no bullshit because that's exactly what I've had to deal with. And none of those people are going to be a success that are doing that. And you can't limit my success. I've got thousands of videos on YouTube, thousands of videos on YouTube, straight up and down. You can't stop my clients from coming to me. You can't stop my money. The reason why you want to try to stop my money is because you want to either try to steal it, appropriate it, or lower my fucking value. You cannot fucking stop what I am doing. A person that has failed is going to try to stop you from what the fuck you're doing for your fucking self. That is a fact. Or they want to limit you. That's how people keep themselves limited. I don't care if you a man, woman, whoever the fuck you are, whatever you identify as, a hermaphrodite, trans, or cis, whatever it is that you fucking, whatever the fuck it is that you identify as, it does not matter. If you are codependently like moving like that, people are not going to be open and susceptible to you. They know that you can't trust you because number one, I'm going to tell you something. Like I said, my clients will come on here. They will drop 10, 20 grand on me sometimes. I've had clients that do it. While my enemies try to reduce me to a prostitute because they're jealous. They don't know anything about what I do. My clients will drop money on me. Now, what if I was a complete idiot that would get jealous of those clients? Why would I? That's retarded. But I actually have heard and seen people that are like that. Even in business. I've actually ordered stuff from like fast food restaurants or either just like companies. And the person that's working for that company will kind of get angry because you're buying so much. You know why they do that? Because they're the type of person that gets jealous of people that have it like that. And that's why I wouldn't want somebody working for my company. If somebody's calling me to say, hey, Jamila, I want to order, them chicken feet that you make or them, crystal clusters that you do. I want to order them spells that you do. I want to order this and order that. And the person representing my company is like, why you ordering so much stuff? That's a person that has an impoverished, reprobate mind. And they can't fucking help it. It's just the way that they are. Maybe they need a fucking cleanse. I have no fucking idea. But it's actual stupid people like that out there that exist on a fucking extreme level. And a lot of them are smoking too much weed. Way too much fucking weed. Okay? I'm not talking about y'all normal folk that got positive minds. But a lot of people that be sitting there and they because they are connecting to that Neptune Pisces frequency, but at the same time they're very negative. You got to be careful with that because smoking weed, smoking weed is like cannabis is like one of the biggest offerings that spirits love to have. They like the smell of it. They really do. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're fucking just like alcohol, but if you're fucking manifesting, they'll take any offering though. If you got some parsley flakes or some mugwort, you can, some sage and shit. Spirit love that. I make this to you as a fucking offering. You know what I'm saying? I know about all of that shit, but spirit don't move for people like that with reprobate minds. So, when you got folk out here like that, and especially if they doing spell work for you, you're never going to see any testimonials from people saying that this person brought me success. You're never going to see that because their mindset works that way. It's like it's like lesions on their brain or something. You have to focus on you. Right? You can't focus on, that person got this going on or that person got that going on. Big mistake. Big mistake. And a lot of people, I don't know why they think that. Maybe they're trying to manifest in a negative way. So maybe somebody else is on their list of sacrifices that they going to get a life insurance policy on. You know what I'm saying? Because all they do, they're not actually building or manifesting. They're just on here talking about what somebody else don't have. And a lot of them be trying to steal from you. So you really have to protect your energy. Okay. And it's a lot of that going on because people are too damn lazy to get off they to do anything else. They don't want to do research. They don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then they're stuck. They have a jealous mind. Now, people that are extremely jealous of other people like that, they have almost like a brain or a soul or a spirit injury, especially when it comes to obtaining things. Because for me, shit, when I move into my own place, I'm going to love it no matter how large or small it is. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be my home. That's going to be my home where I'm going to be while I'm building. It ain't going to be forever. It'll be temporary. I ain't going nowhere. And then you got some people that when they reach the age of over 40, they feel like life is over anyway, which is stupid. There are some people that are on that program. They constantly fearing, death. And then you got people out here with certain mental illnesses like a mug to where they are afraid to manifest because, they feel like something bad is going to happen. So they have a deep, deep, deep seated issue to where they feel like they don't deserve it. And a lot of people do deserve it. But people that are out there trying to walk all over others and trying to hurt other people and like, bitch, you ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing. You ain't gonna never get nothing. And they just attacking you unprovoked. There is a difference. There is a difference if you somebody that, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? And then also another thing, they say that we're in a recession, but that ain't the case for everybody. I was looking at Taste in History. I love watching his videos. Very demure. Yeah, y'all should go subscribe to that. Listen to some Mozart. Quit listening to ignorant niggas. Listen to some Mozart. Listen to something that's gonna heal your brain. But he was making chocolate chip cookies, like a very old chocolate chip cookie recipe. And he was talking about some lady that during the Great Depression, she owned a restaurant, and he was saying that even during the Depression, her business prospered. And he was talking about the lady that invented the chocolate chip cookie, right? I wonder why. Was it just because she got lucky? No, that lady knew what she was doing. So a lot of y'all that are out here, y'all got to realize that you can still prosper even during the times that we're dealing with. You can. It's a lot of people that are still prospering. You know, and you can't really focus on, like a lot of people, a lot of the reasons why they kind of super duper fixated on the president or whatever is because when he went into office, he already had his millions and he's diabolical and all of that stuff. But you can't even let that stop you. You got to look past that. And the way God sees it is that y'all doing false idol worship anyway, because I mean, Donald Trump is the president, but he's not God. I feel like that's the biggest lesson of all when it comes to that. So you can't be tripping off of what other people are manifesting. You have to focus on you and what you're manifesting. And then also, if you've ever had anybody in competition with you and you wasn't even trying to compete with them, hell, you can't just sit and focus on that competition. Like I told y'all, hit it and fucking quit it. You got somebody that's out to get you. They want to take what the fuck you got. They want to do this. Do what you got to do. Put the shit into place and keep it fucking moving and live life. Because please believe that anybody that's super duper focused on that, like as far as I'm concerned, right, there's certain things that I meditate to every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? If necessary, right? But you hit it and you quit it. Like if you're somebody that meditates, right? And you may have to start off meditating for like hour, 2 hours, just keeping frequencies in the background or whatever to meditate to. But when you become an expert at manifesting whatever it is that we're going to manifest, and you do need the help of somebody else, because a lot of times people, all this stuff been blocked off within you, then you have to meditate 5 or 10 minutes per day. But it's to what you are meditating to. What are you what are you meditating to? Are you meditating because you're stuck in misogyny, wanting to sacrifice kids and a woman, and mad at women and all that? No, the people that are meditating to that kind of shit, they ain't gonna never get nothing. They ain't gonna never get nothing. A manifestation period is being gatekept. You ain't getting nothing. If you ain't on the right frequency, you ain't getting nothing. Only thing you can fucking do is cut your goddamn fingers off, or cut your fucking right or left arm off. Then you might get something out of desperation. Otherwise, you're not just going to sit back and manifest what you want doing stuff like that. Never, ever, ever, when I'm manifesting for me or either my clients, am I thinking about the enemies who want to be competitors on the internet. I wouldn't get shit done. I wouldn't get shit done, because there's millions and millions of people in this fucking world. And for my clients or my family, I got to focus on other people. I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't just sit and focus on one damn thing. People that are OCD and obsessed like that, and they just own one thing and they parasitic, that's why they don't get shit. That's why they don't go nowhere. Because they focused on the wrong thing. They worrying about the wrong things. And they don't have no power. They're stuck in their jealousy, their envy, their spitefulness. They're stuck in that, and they're sick. Jealousy is a sickness. You know why people are jealous of you? Even if you going through hard times, or what they see is hard time, because they know your potency. They know your fucking potential. And they know that your potential has nothing to do with they black asses. Hello? They know that your potential ain't got nothing to do with them. They know you're not fucking codependent, are you? So that's why they start doing little underhanded shit to try to hold you back. Even your own fucking family. Oh, it'll make me feel better to see you down. That's going to give me a boost. No, it's not. No, it's not. You losing doing shit like that. You losing. And a lot of them are possessed. I'm going to tell y'all something straight up and down. In this world that we living in right now, too many possessed ass people that are obviously possessed are being put in positions of power. Because possession don't always look like, what you see in the damn scary movies. Possession can look very pretty sometimes, but it can also be very odd. So, it can be very subtle. So, for me, it's every single day, these people that, like I said, I made the mistake in 2019. The reason why I wanted to show my success, and I bought receipts with it, real receipts, live, like I literally screen shared my receipts, is because I wanted to inspire people. Little did I know at that time, that collective consciousness of fucking ignorance did make it backfire. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know that house that we used to live in on Cumberland. I shouldn't have showed the inside of that house. I shouldn't have showed it, because people are too fucking jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell y'all something straight up and down. Be careful out here, because a lot of people, when they see that you've accomplished something, they're gonna immediately try to rob your house. And you got to be careful out here, because there's a lot of people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of these nothing ass people that will literally try to invade the home of even mothers. Yeah, of course, they weak. They want to try to invade you because they think you weak. They assume you weak because you a woman and you got children. They want to take and a lot of them, the ones that I'm dealing with, they want to take out of my kids' mouth so they can feed their crack addictions. So we got stuff like that going on. Trust and believe that the drug war has shifted. It has. We got a lot of sophisticated crackheads out there. They don't necessarily want their families to be affected. But, the crack addiction, the crack epidemic was actually really about child sacrifice. Y'all didn't even realize that, did y'all? Drugs is all of it ties in. All of it is a part of the agenda to sacrifice children. All of it. All of it is. I'm just telling y'all the fucking truth. When you tackle that, you can overcome any fucking thing, because we got these nothing ass people out here. You know what I'm saying? They obviously on a mission to either blood sacrifice or energetically sacrifice your unborn babies, your brand new babies. And you better be focused on protecting their energy. You better be focused on protecting your own damn energy. And because and it ain't just the drug abusers and the drug dealers. Hold on real. All right, y'all. I'm about to cook this spaghetti, but I'm telling y'all straight up and down, man. And it's a lot of that going on right now. I'm telling you. And over here we have an anti Moloch Malik policy that I have signed with my fucking signature. So all of y'all that come to Divine Services Apothecary, you know that that is guaranteed, because I'll give you a copy of it. So you know that I ain't trying to sacrifice you or your motherfucking kids. That I'm actually trying to help you. We have an anti-Molochian, Malikian guarantee and policy with my motherfucking signature on it. And so this is going to change the game for real. And everything I fucking do is a game changer. Y'all already know that, because there's so many people out there that they got reprobate minds, desolate, desperate minds, and they do want to sacrifice your children to Moloch, and they will, and they don't give a fuck. I don't do that over here. I practice real alchemy. I practice real healing. That's exactly what the fuck is going on. So y'all better understand that. So that's why when it comes to certain people that you see, you know what I'm saying? They know they cannot fuck with me. They know that you're children. They know that you're unborn babies. They know that the life that you want is protected. And they don't like Jamila. They don't like Jamila at all, because they know what they up to, and they know that I know what they up to. And I don't play that shit. And I've been given the authority to save the sacrifices. A lot of people will say, well, that's Jesus's job, ain't it? But, well, you know what? Yeah. However, look at the world. Wake up and look at the fucking world. at Palestine. Need I say more? Okay, look at what's going on with that shit. So, and really, to be honest with you, whatever it is that Moloch is doing, that's why I don't do like religion or whatever, so to speak. But I do work with certain, because I was bought into that. We all were, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot about it, and I know a lot about what they do. Okay. That's why a lot of Jesus's people love and respect me, because they know I ain't up to that. Okay. Jesus was actually one of the sacrifices for Moloch, if you want to get technical. And Moloch bows to me. I don't deal with Moloch. I don't have to do what Moloch says. I don't have to be scared. I don't have to be sick. I don't have to be depraved. I don't have to be that way. Some people just enjoy being that way. They're just very sadistic. We happy. We do happiness. We do positivity. That's what we do here at the end of the day. And I'm not even, Moloch, he's actually involved in all sorts of things that are immoral, not just blood sacrifices and murders of people, but he's also involved with, sexual assault. So, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a strong mind out here when you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you handling that shit. So, a lot of that stuff that they be talking about be the least of people's problems, because really, to be honest with you, all of us got a target on our back. Well, we don't over here, because we don't play that crap. So they know not to try to put no target on us. This gang stalking shit is just smoke and mirrors, but they know they can't do nothing. So, but at the end of the day, if you want success, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on what, don't let nobody compete with you, especially if you're an entrepreneur out here. Don't be letting nobody compete with you, especially if you in the spiritual business and people want to compete with you. Like, that's stupid to me. That's stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel that that's what has messed up the church, because the church is competing. They're competing. They are. And that's stupid. That's stupid. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about a fucking competition. When it comes to spirituality, it's about what is best for people. And that's why you end up with kids out here hanging in the fucking balance. That's where my aunt gonna come in. That's where the divine feminine and the divine masculine is gonna come in, to make sure that that none of that is okay. You have to understand that, and if you don't have faith in that or believe in that, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. Got people out here paranoid and delusional, thinking that and I kind of, y'all, I don't even want to say it, but trust and believe that I ain't never want, I would never have to try to move in with no motherfucker and take over their house. That's like, I ain't no damn dusty bomb. Like, what the fuck is that, y'all just, that I ain't even gonna, it's too embarrassing. My grandma like, nah, don't even go there, because we don't do shit like that. We don't do shit like that. Notice how I talk about my ancestors just like they sitting right next to me, man. It's a damn shame. They still popping fireworks over here, y'all. But anyway, yeah. A lot of them done drove theyself crazy because they don't know how to focus on their own shit. When you sit down and you focus on you and you figure out what's going on with you, that's why we do the readings. We can talk about your adversaries and we can deal with them, but you know what? What about you? What about you? That's what's important. You too busy trying to harm other people. A lot of them, they losing. That's it. And they really believe they're going to manifest. A lot of these men are pathetic. That's pathetic for you to be a man out here trying to manifest something by you going to take something from a woman or beat down a woman. You ain't beating shit down. Not over here. And ain't no woman got to bow down to no sick, sadistic, dumbass, reprobated mind, weak ass man that's like that. Shut up. You just a fool. Don't nobody got to deal with that crap. Anyway, y'all, I got to go because I created an app. Guys, I'm going to link it to the video. I'm going to link it to my wall because I need to release that today. My app. I made an app. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to get that released to you guys. But I'm going to make this spaghetti, y'all. So I got to go. Y'all have a good day. Okay. Blessings to you guys. Bye.